I'm Amber Sand. I'm the North Dakota Homeschool Association Convention Coordinator, and I'm on the board, and this is my husband, Thor.
Hello. I'm the president of the North Dakota Homeschool Association, and excited to talk to you, excited about the convention.
Right, so we're going to start this out. If you have questions, you can sure comment, and we'll see those as they pop up here. We're going to go through some of the convention basics, but before we do that, I just wanted our kids to, they said they'd be willing to share why they like the convention, so I'm going to let them talk about why they like the convention and why it would be a good idea to bring your kids. Barnabas?
Okay. Hello, my name is Barnabas Allen Sand, and I'm going to tell you why I like the convention. I like the middle school sessions because they're fun. And one of my favorite things to do is walk around the vendor hall and buy board games. One of my favorite board games I actually bought there, a Mario chess set. And I like the used book sale. That's actually my favorite part. You can find a lot of good books there for cheap.
You can. Anything
Good
else
deals,
you wanted to
right?
say, Barn?
Yep. Do they have a...
And where did you get this amazing t-shirt?
Oh, yes, I got this t-shirt from the convention.
Yes, you can pre-order a t-shirt if you pre-register. They'll be different this year. They won't be the same.
Yeah, this is from last
And
year.
also, if you're a business, we wear these t-shirts everywhere. So even if you're not attending as a vendor, you can get a logo on the back of this t-shirt. So
They're walking advertisement for us.
yeah, okay. Nina, why would you want to go to the convention? What do you like about it?
I enjoy the vendor hall and again the used book sale, but the teen track is very interesting this year. The people that are doing it, I've gone to their camp and they're very organized and they know what they're talking about, and I'm excited to attend this year. And there's always something to do, like you're never really bored. So
Well, thank you, Nina. How about you, Russell?
Well, I like the teen tracks. You can learn a lot of good things from there. But I mostly walk around the vendor hall and talk to every single vendor. That's my personal favorite thing to do.
Mm-hmm. That's a great thing. Well, thanks. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Nope.
Okay, thanks.
Have a good day.
So, hi, Sarah and Amy. Thanks for watching. So, this year, our convention is in Grand Forks at the Alaris Center. It's February 26th through the 28th. On the 26th, there's the used book sale, and then there's also a free session with our keynote speaker, Israel Wayne. He'll be talking about common questions that people have concerning homeschooling. So if you have, family members who are kind of critical of homeschooling or who are wondering, is this something that really works? That's a really good thing to bring them to. And of course, the used book sale is a great resource for finding used curriculum. Our keynote speaker this year is Israel Wayne, which I did say. Some of his sessions will be, does God have an opinion about education? How to not educate like a heathen, education from a biblical worldview. He'll be speaking about technology and parenting. Also, how to motivate your child, those types of things. And then we also have Chuck and Andrea Black as featured speakers this year. Andrea will be doing two sessions on high school, homeschooling in high school. Chuck will be doing one on developing discernment about fatherhood. He's also going to do two on writing. He's an excellent writer. And if that's something that you're really interested in helping your kids along with, especially as you prepare them for college or maybe writing their own books, those would be good ones to go to. And then Chuck and Andrea will also be doing one together called 10 Lessons Learned about things that they, really liked about their homeschooling journey and some things that they wish maybe they would have done differently. Sean Dickers is another featured speaker of ours this year. He was on the Mache board.
What's the Mache board?
So the Mache board is the Minnesota Homeschool Board. And he's also a pastor. And he runs a business now called Portals, and they're one of our sponsors this year. So Portals helps you along your educational journey, kind of like a mentorship program. And he's going to be doing sessions on why leave schooling to do more schooling, project-based learning, and then he and his wife will do one on marriage. And he's also doing one called Carrots Not Sticks, Designing Learning for Joy. We also have a couple special needs sessions. We have Sharon Fisher's doing a few on when was the last time your family had fun learning science. She's doing how to homeschool a wiggly kid and math that adds up. Those are all some really fun ones that we're going to have. But the full schedule is online and you can certainly check those out. There's printable PDFs for the sessions and their descriptions. And there's also printable PDFs for the speakers and their bios.
As well as all the special events and everything else is on the website as well.
Yes. February is kind of known as Burnout Month for homeschool parents. So it's a great time to bring your family to the convention or just yourself or you and your husband. It's a great date weekend too. And so it'll be a really encouraging time, I think, for you. And you can also stop at the NHDSA booth and visit with Liz there. And we will also have our special needs coordinator there, Lori Wentz, to answer questions about special needs. And she's doing a couple sessions as well. I do want to take a minute to thank our convention sponsors. Emmaus University, Knotgrass History, Portals, Zalpha Mobile, and the Greater Grand Forks Association have all helped us sponsor this event.
We've also had a lot of individuals that have been generous and helped us, through, we couldn't do it without the generous support, and it still does, there's costs to register and things, but it makes it much more affordable for families because of our sponsors that help cut costs for you guys to get there. And
Great. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the exhibit hall. We currently have 30.
I think we're back.
I'm sorry. Apparently our connection isn't as good as it could be tonight. So yes, if you have any questions about that, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. Children and teen programs. We have a children's program that runs during all the breakout sessions. It doesn't run during the keynote sessions. You're welcome to bring your children to the keynote sessions. We just ask that if they get loud that you would take them out because we're recording. But that Pastor Redding and his family are going to do the children's program again. They do an excellent job. They do music, they do games, they do a puppet show. They also have a quieter sensory corner for kids, so that just might be too much for. They're wonderful people and they do a great job.
And they do a really good job of keeping track of your kids and making sure that you get them back.
They do. Yes, they do a great job of that. Middle school sessions this year, we have a great lineup of middle school sessions. Randy Whitman is doing art classes. We have some STEM classes. We have knot tying. We have plant identification, writing class with Noah Gonzalez, and then Aaliyah Gonzalez is also doing an illustrations class. So not only write a book, but learn how to illustrate it. And Noah and Aaliyah are both homeschool graduates, and they're new to our convention. So shout out to them. I'm glad they're coming this year. And so middle school is for ages 10 to 12 or 13 if you feel like your child isn't ready for the teen sessions, because the teen sessions do have mature content. So that's completely up to you as the parent. Our teen sessions also run during all the breakouts and not the keynotes. So this year, Tim Brenner and Leanne Lindteigen are conducting our teen sessions. They are from Crystal Springs Baptist Camp, and they're doing some great sessions. One is Reason, Intuition, and Intelligent Design, How to Share the Gospel, the Bible and Homosexuality, The Truth and the Flood. There's quite a few that they're doing. Those are all online as well. Kids, I think, or young adults will really enjoy it. Let's see. As far as hotels for the convention, we do have some hotel blocks set aside. One, I know the cheapest one, the Ramada, I think is out of rooms in their block. So there are still some other hotels that have rooms available though. So, and I think towards the end of this month, they won't hold those blocks anymore. Sometimes they'll hold them longer if their hotel isn't full yet and you call. they might still give you that price, but it's totally up to them after the 26th. So anything else you wanted to say about hotels? No? Okay. Registration. We do encourage you to pre-register.
It's cheaper.
It is cheaper. And I will put the at-the-door prices online after pre-registration closes. You can register at the door. It's just a little bit of a higher cost. And then something that's a little different with our registration this year is we used to always do the food orders through our registration, but the venue that we're at this year did not want us to do that. They wanted us to do it a little differently. So you may have noticed that people who have pre-registered, I'm sending out a link with the food registration link in it, and it's also on our website. It's right between convention information and convention registration, and you don't have to pre-order meals. You have plenty of time to leave the venue if you want, and there's also concession stand food available, so you don't have to order these meals. Some people just prefer to do that. So that is available. If finances are an issue for your family, we don't want it to prevent you from coming to the convention if at all possible. We do have some scholarship money available for registration fees. So we can't sponsor everybody, obviously, but please reach out to the office if you do need help with that. We would like to help if we can. Volunteers. Volunteers are a very important part of the convention. I am still in need of volunteers. We need people to help with the middle school sessions. We need a few people to help with the children's sessions. The silent auction is one that we still need help with. And then if anybody out there is interested in helping our sound technician, Andrew is his name. He's great to work with, but he does need a person to help him almost the entire convention. That person would get a free lunch each day, and they would get into the convention for free. And it does look good on your resume if you're a young person. It's good experience. It's also a good experience if you're an older person, but if you're a young person who's looking for something for your resume, it could be something really good, I think. And that link is online as well, the volunteer link. We do still need quite a few volunteers. So we also have a talent show this year. That will be on Friday night. We used to have a talent show in the past, and it was very popular, and we haven't done it for quite a few years. And something exciting that I waited to announce on this Facebook Live is that Miss Teen North Dakota is going to be our MC for the talent show. And that's kind of special because she is actually the first homeschooled young lady to win that title. Her name is Natalie Lund. And I just really appreciate that she's willing to do that for us. There are cash prizes for the talent show. They were donated by a generous donor, and there will be a People's Choice Award and a Judge's Choice Award. So some ideas for this would be like family music or poetry recitation or, anything that a homeschool Christian audience would find acceptable. We know.
Do they have to pre-register?
Yes, you do have to pre-register, and that link is also on our website. The family social will immediately follow the talent show. And so our thought with this is that you could bring board games, we can visit, and I think that'll be a good time of networking for parents that's not so rushed. At the convention, people are kind of always running around, trying to get from one place to the next place. Also, at the same time, there will be a career fair going on. So at the same time as the family social in the same area. So on one side, it will be the career fair, and the other side will be the family social. So the career fair is aimed at, maybe you want to explain the career fair, I guess.
Well, last year was our first year for that in Bismarck, and I thought it went well, and some businessmen and women, mostly I think men last year, I don't know this year what we have all lined up, but they come and they visit and they tell young people or even older people about what they do and what they're looking for. And some are looking for full-time employees, and some are looking for apprentices, and some are just there for information. So it's a good way for teens and young adults or adults.
Even parents, really. Yeah, to
Or
look for job opportunities.
To looking for different job opportunities and to network with conservative Christian families. So.
Yeah. So there is information about that on our website. You can register on our website. Kelly Pratt is organizing that this year, so she's the contact for any questions, and her contact information is on the website. Another thing I want to talk about is the art show. This we do every year. It's really popular. We love to see all the kids' talent. We have seen some super amazing things at our talent show as far as drawings or just things that kids... Oh, sorry, the art show. Things that people even build, and they'll bring those. We've seen people make medieval dresses. There's been a lot of wonderful things at the art show. So that registration is also online. You register for that separately from your pre-registration, and you can register for that almost right up until the convention. So yeah, go ahead and check that out on the website. Also, this year we have something else that's new. We have a scholarship available for high school seniors, and we have had no one apply for this yet. So this is money just sitting there waiting for your senior to apply for it. So
what if they're not going to school, college?
Right. So you don't have to be going to college to apply for this scholarship. It's called the Homeschool Life Scholarship. The student is to answer this question: what has been the most significant lesson you've learned through homeschooling, and how will it shape your future? There you tape a 5-minute audio-only speech, and you submit it to NHDSA Scholarship at gmail.com. The first prize is $500, the second prize is $300, and the third prize is $200. I do have online that it needs to be submitted by February 9th, but I'm going to move that back to February 11th. And you can be pursuing higher education, entering the workforce, or starting your own business. It's for ages 17 to 19, and you must be present at the graduate recognition ceremony at the convention to win, and that is at the last keynote on Saturday. So all the details about that are also on our website. So
the scholarship money was also donated specifically for that purpose.
Right. So. Yes. So that was very generous. The silent auction is something that goes on during the convention. You can bring items to the convention for that, or if you're not coming to the convention, you can reach out to me and send them to me, or have somebody bring them, or whatever. It's a really popular thing at the convention. People like to see what all the different baskets are that people have brought, as far as coffee lovers or art, or sometimes people will bring in homemade things too, or honey, potatoes, lots of different things you can bid on, and that helps us raise money for future conventions.
It definitely helps us, and you get a chance to put some pretty cool and unique items too, and that's also a good way to, if you have products or things that you would like to donate to get exposure, it's a good way for that, and it helps us a lot. So
it does.
We're very thankful for those that participate.
Yes. Lunch opportunities. So we have quite a few great vendor workshops this year. We have Classical Conversations is going to do one on classical education. Priscilla's Books
What's a vendor workshop?
A vendor workshop is a workshop that takes place over the lunch hour. So that would be from 12 to 12:45. They are on the schedule on the website. They're in the pink bar.
So how is that different than the regular session?
So a vendor workshop can focus on just that person's product or service, or it can be whatever they want to talk about. They decide what they want to talk about. So Priscilla's Books is talking, I think it's going to be a great session on homeschool kids and how to raise homeschool kids that stay in the faith and different things. And her dad's going to be with her for that. I think that's going to be excellent. CK2 Incorporated is doing one, and she's a special needs consultant. She has a lot of great information. And then Music is Forever is a new one that is coming this year. Her name is Stacy. She's very sweet, and she's going to talk about musical education. She has a musical education program that some people might be interested in. And I don't know what Classical Conversations is going to talk about for sure. They'll probably tell me very soon, but I'm sure they'll do a wonderful job with theirs as well. And then on Friday, we have a foster and adoptive parents lunch discussion. You bring your own lunch to these, so it's either your pre-ordered lunch or whatever you bought from the concession stand. And then on Saturday, our special needs consultant is going to have a special needs lunch discussion. So yeah, some great lunch opportunities if you want to be busy all day. And then something else that we're doing a little bit different this year is the support group leader we're doing it as a session this year instead of a special meal. So if you're a support group leader, please reach out to either Kristen Durham or Michelle Allerdings, and their contact information is available in the office, and we would like to get you set up to come to that. We appreciate you so much, and the work that you do throughout the state is invaluable, and we want you to know that and how much we appreciate you.
And the session is meant to also be a good time for networking and sharing ideas, and also we would invite people that are considering, if you're not currently doing that but would like to, we'd love to help you get started with that in whatever way we can. So that would be a good session to attend.
Right, if you're thinking about starting one, yeah. So for the last few things, tips and tricks for coming to the convention if you've never been there before. If you're going to the used book sale or the vendor hall, it's really nice to have a wheeled cart or suitcase to put your things in. I would recommend printing out the PDFs of the sessions and stuff beforehand so you can kind of think about what you're going to go to. Please visit our vendor hall and support them. They come a long ways and bring their products, and we want them to keep coming back. So please do support them. And another thing you can think about too is, if you get busy talking to someone and you're making a new friend and you miss a session that you were interested in, we have Alliance recordings available. You can buy them during the convention or after the convention. We have a great special during the convention. And I would encourage you to really buy the whole set, because sometimes information overload sets in and you don't remember what you heard. So there's that as well. But I really appreciate everybody who's pre-registered and planning to come. We can't wait to see you there. And our theme this year is Let's Go on an Adventure. And we know that parenthood and homeschooling is one of the biggest adventures that God takes us on. So we want to help you, and we hope that you will be so encouraged by the convention. And tell your friends.
There also, I was just going to mention, Amber mentioned to bring the PDFs or print them out. They're on the website. You can download them to your phone or whatever. They're pretty much the whole book will be. The entire
book will be online. Yes.
So you can have a digital copy on your phone, and if you have a PDF reader, or if you want to print it, if you're more inclined to do it that way. And then the website, there's tabs. There's just anything you could want to know about the convention is on the website. But if you can't find it, or if you just prefer to reach out to us, we're more than happy to do it that way as well.
Oh yes, any questions that you have, you can feel free to text, call, email. All my information is everywhere. One thing I do want to say is if you're pre-registering and you don't get an email to your email that gives you like a receipt from Jotform, that means that you are not pre-registered. Something went wrong. So
we didn't get it.
If you don't get an email that's, shows what you registered for, please call me or email me and I will get it fixed for you.
We just had a few of those last year. It wasn't common, but we had a couple.
Right.
It's a great time for networking and fellowshipping and meeting other families that believe in home education and home discipleship. And if you haven't come, I'd encourage you to come. Dads, it's not just for the ladies. We have a lot of good men's speakers that talk about kind of the big picture and the why of homeschooling. And ladies, there's a lot of nuts and bolts and just helpful, like run your household things and just ways to make it easier in whatever stage of life you're in. There's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge that want to share it with you, and are always, it's just, there's a lot of friendly, nice people to talk to.
And don't be afraid to talk to new people. And I think you'll make friends. So yeah, we get excited about the convention every year. It was something that really blessed our family. So we hope it blesses yours as well. And I think that's pretty much all we have.
Any questions?
Unless you guys have questions, but I haven't seen any, so. But feel free to comment if you see this video later. We will check the comments and answer questions. So, all right, have a great night.
Good night. God bless.